Hi, hi,
How are
Monica.
you?
I'm a few minutes early. I just getting coffee, so I figured I'll just start. But no worries. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
How are you, Monica?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Getting ready for. I hear you guys are. You enjoy. Decided to retire, huh?
Yeah. We just hang out our hat and ride in the sunset.
Yeah. What are your plans for the retirement?
I don't have any plans.
Are you moving to Greece? Maybe.
No, I'm not.
Is your son like live separately or with you?
Uh, no, he lives on his own. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you're free to travel and do whatever, right?
Well, I'm not that free because I have two cats, so
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I cannot
Oh,
leave them alone.
that's true. We always have to. Yeah, I have two dogs. I know what you're saying. But
I haven't traveled quite a while. I don't know. I think 2019 was the last
oh,
one.
so like before COVID, you only travel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
So a lot for you to take in, right?
You know what? Some of the things, like because like I was part of the like original configuration and stuff. Some of the things I remember, but
Okay.
obviously not everything. And
Yeah.
then I think like accounts, what is it? Receivables you took out from Nancy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, I'm gonna share my screen. I made here a plan. But you know what? I'm gonna start with the last one because I just received a ticket from these
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
So what happens sometimes AR uploads and parks invoices, but then they decide for whatever reason, I don't care what the reason, to delete the park documents. And we have a T code, custom made T code for mass deletion of the park documents.
Why would
So
they?
I just
So yeah, that is so weird. Why would they then park them if they have to?
I don't know, maybe some usually they upload the invoices with so these are invoices that were uploaded
Okay,
with
so run me the process like from the beginning. Like what, like so they receive so accounts receivable. So they receive the invoice, right? Um,
no, they actually have to create the invoices
right.
and They
sorry, that's account payable. So account receivable,
They-
they create the invoice.
and they have this T code, which is, I'll show you. Oh, how do you view?
So is that it's non-patient billing only, right? Like in SAP.
Yeah, there's non-patient, because for the patient, I'm not gonna tell you anything because I don't know too much about that stuff.
For patient I do know, so that's the one that we designed.
They
But
use they use PRAR for that.
Yes,
So
yeah.
I'm not involved in that at all. There is somebody else, actually. It's Pavel Platino.
No, I know. Like I did prior. Yeah, we're the one who configured it at the time. So actually, that one I know well.
Yeah, well, I don't know anything about that one.
So how do they know when to create the invoice?
They receive notification, I guess, and they have, for instance, as a good example, every month I send them, this is just from me, they receive, we have a process for ICT recoverables. So this is e-health POs for all kind of equipment. And what happens every month, they send me a file like this one. This is the file for all the POs they created during the month. And from this file, I have a macro that actually I use this macro, I take that file that they send me, and I create the invoices here, see? That's
an upload template?
Yes, this is the upload template, and I sent them, so here in export, I have, see, this is what I send them. It's always a text file.
You send to who?
To AR.
Okay, and then they upload this template?
So then they use this Zetify AR app, this one, and they go and
that text file, right?
Pick up the file page.
So do you have instructions how like this macro works? Like what are the steps to create this file?
So for now, I'm running the macro, but I'm going to have to pass it.
Maybe, you know what? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna have to make a document just to tell them how to run it, and
are they the one receiving? They are the one receiving those ICT charges, right?
Yes, they are the one that receive. Did I win? No, I didn't win. Okay, so for instance, I sent them yesterday these files. See, I sent this is for AR, to upload. This is the invoices. And from the same file, we also create a journal entry because some lines actually are posted to cost centers.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay,
then
but
they...
is your macro doing it?
Yes.
Okay.
So the macro, see here I have journal entry.
Mm-hmm.
This is the journal entry that it creates. And these are the invoices that it creates from the same file. It depends on the input data.
Right. And it's always in the same format.
Yes, always in the same format. So then they upload here. Let's just do an upload. I'm gonna do export. I'm gonna do an old one. Okay, let's try this. So pick up the file and they can run it in test mode. Okay, it's not going to work because the posting date in that file is a previous. See, so maybe I should. It's just that I already uploaded.
No, it's fine. Yeah, if they're gonna be doing it.
Yeah, you understand. And when they run it without test mode, it's going to park the invoices.
Yes.
Right. So they have all kind of upload files for all kind of stuff. They know what to create, when to create the invoices for different customers.
Oh,
So
Monica, sorry, I forgot. Can I record it? Because I.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I totally forgot.
So,
yeah.
Based on all kind of information they receive, they create upload files and upload invoices. Sometimes they actually create manual invoices with FB70. FB75 is for credit note, FV70 and FV75. This is for manually creating an invoice, but most of the time they use an upload. So if they upload something and somehow something happens, they don't like it, then they ask me, they sent me an email and they ask me, please delete parked upload for
But
below.
they cannot delete it themselves?
No. So I'm not even sure if you can if they can delete this. This is if they can delete it. Maybe they can delete it actually individually, but they cannot delete. They cannot do a mass deletion. And if they want to delete each line, it takes a lot of time.
Okay.
Right? So that's why we have this T code. It's a custom T code, Z delete parked. So all I'm doing, deleting my user because they are not created by me. And I enter the documents that they send me.
And they ask you those documents, right?
Yes.
So they give you range there, so you kind of like do the range too, right?
Yes. So I go this to this.
So that's a ticket, right? So you basically, why don't we give this right to one of their supervisors?
I don't know. I guess they just wanted to keep it for sustainment, to have control over it.
Yeah, but it's their parked invoices, and if
Yeah,
it's
I know.
supervisor role.
That was the decision. So you just go execute. So here it shows you all the documents. And then you go edit, delete.
Okay.
Do you really want to delete? And they say yes. And they are deleted. So that's all there is to it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna reply them that
So that was your remedy ticket, right? Or was just the email?
yes. No, I have a ticket as well.
Okay.
So I have a ticket here. This is my ticket.
Oh, I see.
Because
Okay.
they sent it to service desk as well. So
Okay.
it created a ticket.
Yeah, because you need the tracking of those
Yes,
things.
exactly. So I always ask them to CC service desk. So I have a ticket.
Okay.
Okay.
And how often do they ask it?
Not that often. I don't know. Maybe once a month at month end. Right now
Okay.
it's month end. Okay. So that was for
Deletion of the parked invoices. Right?
deletion. Let me just close this one.
Yeah, so you create some kind of instructions for this macro, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna create instruction because I'm gonna pass it to AR.
Yes. Yeah, they should have been doing them in the first place, but I guess because they didn't know how and you knew how to use macros.
Yes, it's because I created a macro and they kept asking for changes. So that's why I didn't pass it to AR yet, because I constantly had to do changes to the macro because they kept asking for different things. I even last month I did changes as well. So yeah, almost every month they want something new. So I keep having to
every month
change.
they want something new. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
but now it's fairly stable, or they still keep asking about changes?
Well, as I said, last month I made changes again. So I don't know about that. So I am not sure what is going to happen when I'm not
I'll
here.
have to learn how to. But like changes like in functionality or?
Yeah, for instance, last month they wanted something new. First of all, the input file changed because I had a meeting with them and they asked for some additional information. They wanted to know when the PO is not received or invoiced, which means when it's not received, the expense does not show in their cost center. They only have a cost center for all this.
Okay.
So they are going to have an imbalance between revenues and expenses.
Yeah, but how did they manage it before?
They didn't manage it. They didn't until we had a meeting and we clarified all this, just because they kept asking me questions. Why their cost center, because they expect to have a zero balance in this cost center all the time, but it will never going to happen, because the invoices and journal entries are created, but the other side, the expense, it's not 100%, because many of the POs are not received or are not invoiced. So the expense part is not posted.
Right, so they need to do that manually.
Yeah,
to
so
balance
that's this is what this is my change. I had to add this accrual and to calculate an accrual for them. So this kind of I had to make changes to the macro, of course. Kind of a few changes. I mean, this is quite a significant change. I can't say that it's just a a small change. So, yeah, that was the last change that I made last month. Okay. So let's start with this part that I'm going through today. It's the AR side that they have control over it. All the invoices that they create manually or upload manually.
Okay. And where is this document, Monica? Sorry, this one is like, I think Sherry created a folder for you and Joy.
Yeah.
Can you save it there?
Yeah, it's in that folder, but I didn't save this part, so I'm gonna save it, this one with the
okay, perfect. Yeah,
the explanation. So as I said, for this part they have control, because they create the invoices, they know when to create the invoices, and for this side I don't have that many tickets. Most of the tickets I get from AR are for the part where AR is combined with sales and distribution. And that's for the next session. That's going to be a little bit more complicated. So what happens, I'm going to show you, we have this vcast in which we can see the customers. So I ran vcast just to show you. I said I want to see 6 customers.
Okay.
And I ran it. And you can see some of them have these sales organizations, some don't. What that means is that some customers are only used by AR to create invoices. Some customers, the ones that are connected with a sales organization, are going to be used by sales and distribution to create sales orders. And after sales order, the invoices are created automatically. So we have 2 sales organizations, 1,000. This is what is used by AR. And we have 2,000, this is for home care. And this is something I'm going to explain in the next session. And I'm going to, for instance, let's look at this customer. Okay, since we got S/4HANA, the customer P code is BP. Before this, we have XD01, XD02, XD03. But now everything is in BP. So
what BP business part? So what's in there?
These are the business partners. So in BP, you can actually see.
Is BP is the fancy name for customer?
Is not only BP is for everything. Is for vendor. Is for it's for customers. See, supplier number. These are for vendors. This is what Joy is going to explain to you. So we have customers, we have persons, so employees. Each employee has a BP. But now I'm gonna show you the customers. So let's go to 6, which one was 009. Okay, so BP has roles. Oh, come. Okay. Okay. We have different tabs here. The most important here, they enter the address and everything. Here in customer general data is the customer number and the customer type. Here we have, I put here all the customer types that we have. So this is a miscellaneous head office. The 6 customers are these ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have the company code here. They enter the reconciliation account. This is the AR account. The terms of payment, planning, status. Okay. And this customer is the part that is actually connected to sales and distribution, but this customer is not extended to sales and distribution. See, it doesn't have anything. This means that they are not using this customer for sales orders. They will never create a sales order with this customer.
Why is this customer even there then?
Sorry?
Why is this customer even there?
Because they use it for, AR use it for other invoices.
Oh,
but
I see.
It is not used in sales and distribution. But AR might use this customer for, oh, shoot, sorry. Okay. So if I go, for instance, let's see, this is FBL 5N is customer line items. So if I want to see, does it have invoices? See, this is all invoices created by AR.
Mm-hmm.
So they use the customer, but it's not used in sales and distribution. So here you can see the.
So they invoicing this customer, basically.
Yes, they are invoicing. So you have here FBL 5N, in which you actually can see the customer lines item, everything. So they haven't used it in a while. Well, 2025 was the last time. So.
It's like renovating. Why are they invoicing renovating?
Yeah, they know. I mean, I don't have insight in where they received.
No, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see the invoice? Can you see the invoice they issue?
From here? Yeah. If I double click here, it's going to show me the invoice. I mean, what was posted. This was the invoice posted. So.
Okay.
Yeah. And
how does it match the payment?
This is a payment. See?
The check?
A check, yeah. If I go here to see. See, it was entered via the cash journal. So in the cash journal, they enter the check and they connected that check with this invoice to be paid. Okay. So these are the customers, the customer groups. I put here the groups. So this is patient group, that this is what they create for RAR. Head office, this is for other Manitoba health authorities. This is a one-time customer. And these ones are actually for sales organization 2000. So these customer types are only created for 2000, which is home care. And it's basically for sales and distribution. And these 1000 customers or normal customers that don't have a sales organization are created by accounts receivable. The guys in accounts receivable, they have a form, and when the business needs a customer, they fill in the form and send it to them, and they create the customer. These customers in sales and distribution are created by the home care CSRs, by the staff in home care. This one, and I'll go through this next time. But just for you to have an idea, these are only used in 2000 in home care and only created by home care themselves, not by AL. Okay, here I put, as I explained you, we have two sales organizations. 1000 is for external sales, and 2000 for home care sales. These are the, as I said, the manual invoices they can create. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Let's say FD70. So they just create an invoice here. Let's say here, customer invoice, and usually it should be a revenue account. Credit 100. Let's say 104,000. Whatever. And and you enter a tax code. Let's say ZA. ZA is no tax, and you have to enter the tax jurisdiction. Oh. Okay. I can put here calculate tax, and here you have to put the amount.
How does it know which tax to calculate?
Is the one that you put here. So let's say I put ZB. See, it's going to calculate tax. It changed here because it calculated ZB has GST and PST applicable. So it's going to calculate the ZB. See? GST applicable, PST applicable. So it's going to add GST and PST. So now I need to change here, because this is the amount of the invoice. And this FB70 is only to park the document. Okay. Let me see if I actually I can post it. I can post it. Actually, it was posted, see? So this is what they use this E-code. So FB70 is basically for parking. I showed you that I was able to post, but some people in AR, they don't have the right to post. They only have the right to create the invoice and park it. And then the manager will go and post the park document. And this is exactly the same, but it creates a credit note. This FB70, this is directly posting. You can just post, not park. And FB75 is the same, but for credit note. Okay. This Zetify AR app I showed you, this is for mass upload of invoices. VF06, this is something I'm going to show you next time, actually, because this is what creates the invoices in sales and distribution module. So when they create a sales order, after the sales order is delivered, then an invoice is automatically created. Now, we have two custom codes, Zetify print and Zetify email. What these do, so let's try with this invoice.
You always need to have an invoice number or customer number or something, right?
Yeah. Zetify print. Okay. Let's say I want to print the invoice. Created. Then I use this Zetify print. Okay. And they have to use variant. So I'm gonna use the invoice variant.
Okay.
And here I just enter the document number. So I enter the document number that the invoice we just created, and just click execute. Click allow. So here, see, I have the invoice printed.
So why do you need that for?
Because they have to send it to the customer.
So they would do that, not you though, right?
Yeah, they will do that. Yes.
You're right. So like you would not do something like this
No,
unless
no.
something's broken, right?
Yes, exactly. It's just that you need to know, because you never know. Sometimes they have problems, not very often, because they work pretty well. But okay, they can just save it
and mail it, whatever, right? Print it and mail it.
Yeah, mail it.
We don't have any automatic invoices like through the kind of like how we receive the payables, right? Like we don't have the interface or anything for invoices. It's all manually mailed.
So here we have ZFI email. With this T code, they actually can email an invoice to the customer. So I'm gonna go with the same one. Execute. So this is the invoice, and then I go back. But see, it tells me this customer doesn't have an email address. But let's say I just put they can put their, it can be entered manually, but theoretically they should go in the customer and add, yeah. And mb.ca. So I'm gonna say yes. They can add an attachment, whatever, some backup for the invoice. I'm gonna say no. Okay, so now actually I should receive this invoice in my maybe not, because I'm not in production, so the emails won't go through. So
email
I can
address,
go.
Like, so right, so like
Yeah.
if customer says, "Oh, we never received the invoice," like do you have a copy like in the email that it's actually when?
Yeah, it always CC the AR.
Oh, okay, their regular mailbox, right?
Yeah, yes. And now I can go in SOST. See, it's here, but it's not going to go through because this is not production.
Yeah, no, totally.
See, I can see that it was sent here. Okay. So this is, and basically what they can do. Invoice. They can enter a range of invoices and send them all at one time. They can go with no preview. Then if I have this invoice, Actually, not this one because I don't have, there is no email address, so it won't send it. So if I go to upload the customer, FB03, 9003 930 BP 0930 address. See, they don't have an email here.
Okay.
But if I go, okay, it's here. So save. So now, if I go back to this one, I'm gonna show you that it's gonna see, and it's always sends a blind copy to them. See?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So just go. No. Okay. So it tells me the invoice was sent to this address and to this address. Okay. We can do a no preview. In this case, it's just going through without showing me the invoice. So this is my invoice, no preview. See, it just goes directly here. It tells me that it was sent. But it won't show me the invoice. And there are all kinds of other options here. I cannot enter anything here, but just say parked by somebody. They enter the name and they just execute, and it will show and send all the invoices parked by this person. Or I can look in the customer number, or I can look in basically a site. So all of a site. So I want all, they don't use it this often because you don't want to mass send invoices. But you can look at this one and it will show you all the invoices in for this site, for WRAG. Or Churchill, or Share Health, or St. Boniface. So this is a very valuable for them. They use it a lot. The other ones, the invoices created by sales and distributions, I'm going to show you, those are automatically sent to the customer.
Okay.
We just made that change not long ago. Okay, so I showed you this one. I showed you customer line items. You can see in FEL Menu open. Yeah, you can go open items, you can go all items or cleared items. Open items, from what I saw, this one doesn't have any open items, so it won't show me anything. Because if you remember, when I went all items, everything was green. But if I enter 691, which is cancer care, I'm gonna go open items. These guys should have many open items. So these are all open, not yet.
So what's that red? That's like in the number in the middle.
Which one?
The middle column. Like what is that red number?
This one?
Yeah.
It tells you that.
Oh, it's not the number.
Over,
it's just, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's overdue. Yeah. So it was not paid. What means open items, they are not paid yet. Cleared items. So these are all the, see, they are all green. They have been paid. All of them. And this one, it will show you all of them. Paid and unpaid. Open and cleared. So this is what they use this T code for, which is important. Now, at month end, they want to send statement, customer statement to the customers. Usually it's F27. Trying to remember what's the T code, the normal T code. F.27.
Okay.
See, this is the normal one, the SAP T code transaction.
Okay.
And they enter account type, the customer. The problem is that our accounts receivable is split. So there are four sites. It's WRAJ, which have all the sites, all the business area 101, 103, whatever. Mm-hmm. Then we have share health with business area 804, 806, 807, and so on. Then we have Churchill, which is different in itself. And we have St. Boniface again, which is different. So because of that, we created this custom code in which they can actually run a statement by business area or by site. So let's say I'm going 691, and I'm going to key date. And I want just business area, let's say 104. Oh. Okay. Just let me choose a IBA. We have here IBA 91. And 4. Okay. Let's say I want from 2000. Actually, I want it for this month. Okay, so here it gives me all the outstanding invoices.
Okay.
For business area 104. And see, I can send it with this key code. I can actually send the statement through email if I say yes. See, this is the email address in the customer master data, and it's going to send a copy to share health accounts receivable. So I'm gonna say yes. It's not gonna send it because it's gonna get stuck, right? But let's say I want it by site, and I want share health. Now, in this case, there can be more invoices because the site will include multiple business areas, not only 104. It's going to include 104, 804, 806, so more business area. So I'm gonna go yes, yes. See, 759. The other one was 181 something, but here we have more invoices. And we can go the same, down to send yes. So it's going to send to the same. Now, if I want to send to St. Boniface, I want to see the St. Boniface invoices. I think they don't have anything. But I just wanted to show you okay, so yeah, the blind copy for St. Boniface is going to be the person who runs this ticket. In this case, it's me. So, but whoever's, let's say somebody in AR at St. Boniface runs this T code and wants to send the statement to cancer care, then they will receive a copy of it.